Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Friday. Hey, Thomas, Julie, Fred. Is it Allie? Allie, is that right? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Thanks for your email last night. Glad you got in here well. Good. Joe, Allen, how you guys doing? So let's take a look at the market here. Last night, I hope everybody received that email I sent them on those two stocks. What was it, S and XLC? We'll talk more about those a little bit later. Where am I here? Let's look at the market. So, looks like we're going to open up yet over the T-line and the 50-period moving average and the trend indicator. Geez, sorry about that. I keep forgetting to turn the mic on. I need to write the time down here. Okay. Let's try this again. Good morning, everybody. Hey, John, Thomas, Julie, Fred, Allie, Joe, Alan. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. Good, son. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I hope everyone received that email that I sent you last night on those two stocks, I believe, S and XLC. We'll talk about those a little bit more after the market opens. For those that didn't receive it, a little bit later today, if you want to receive those, then hit us up, because maybe your email is messed up with us or something, but we'll try to fix it. Okay. So the SPY here looks like we're going to open up pretty good. Can't complain. Over the T-line, over the 50, over the trend indicator. That's all I want. Diamonds. I think the diamonds are doing a fabulous job here. We broke out yesterday. We're having a nice little pullback inside day. Looking good. Overall, there we go. Overall here on the diamonds, the trend is working. There was a note from somebody last night, an email note, and my answer to them was, I will remain bullish as long as the trend is bullish, because there was a whole page of, issues on why we shouldn't be bullish, and I don't think that's our job. So but besides, I'm just a bum, just a little country boy. I don't try to make it fancy. Just follow the trend. As long as the trends be bullish, be bullish. As long as the trend's bearish, be bearish. Pretty simple. So it looks kind of bullish here to me. So I'm going to remain bullish until it's not. IWM. That's a different story. I can't say that I'm bullish on that. I'm probably more bearish than anything on this. To actually short it, maybe, I think we would have to see something come down and maybe break these lows. That would put us in a very short stance for IWM. And that could very well put a little dampener on the overall market, but may not pull the market down. Our FNGU, which I think is one of the most important charts to keep an eye on, because it's the big boys out there. I'll tell you, if you woke up every day and you just whistled in the morning, if you've never turned the news on for the past 10 years, if you were just one happy, easygoing person, you look at that chart, you're thinking you're about to make money on the bullish side right there. That's a pretty nice setup. It still needs to run up. It could pull back, and that would cause something bad. But right now, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, nice tight flag, pop in the box type setup. Trend indicators green. What a beautiful, beautiful chart right here. Overhead resistance, yeah, there's some there if you look to the left. There's a bit here that has to be chewed through, but the launch pad area is clean, very, very clean. Take a look at the Qs. Qs are looking good, nice and bullish. Price above the T-line, T-line above the trend indicator, trend indicator above the 50 on this one. You know, if you do things like this right here, if you have a check box, you know, when you're looking at a chart, certain things you want to happen, and these things must happen for you. Well, then you're gonna look at this. So here's the way I would look at it. Price above the T-line, T-line above the trend indicator. That's one. Check. And then you've got your trending. That's check. We're above the 50 period moving average. Check. We've got a series of low, high, higher, low, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. And then we come up here and we just start consolidating. So we don't have a higher high yet. But the consolidation looks pretty bullish. Low, high, high, low, high, just move to the right. I'm going to give that a check right there. So I'm kind of thinking to the positive side on this until it's not. And we all know as traders, something could happen today and do that, and all those checks would disappear. But that's trading. You can't get away from that. You can't hide from that. You can't ignore that. So embrace it. Look at it. Feel it. It's okay. All good. All righty. Charts up for grabs here. Let's see. I don't particularly think I have too much. Oh, Sophie. Yesterday, I know some people in the room here bought some Sophie. I'll look to buy some Sophie over 910. I wanted to get through this 910 area. Now, when I'm saying over, really this morning it popped over. Yesterday it was over that 910 area. Here we were over 910. Now 910 was created because of those highs, okay? Well, this just shows that there's something at that 910 area. Actually, you could go a little higher with it. That something at that, what, 918 level? Something in there. Big bear, a stinky skunk. I don't know. Something's in there. Doesn't matter to us what it is. Really shouldn't. That we can't get through. All we should care about is that if price actually starts to kick through there. So let's say price kicks through there and we get toward the end of the day, and it can certainly be bought right away, but you can see what's happened in the past. Toward the end of the day, like the last hour maybe, if we're still holding up relatively good above that line, that becomes a buy. That would be one of those check marks. Check. So now you've got that buy, and then what's your target? Now that's your trade right through there. And that's what I'm going to be looking for on Sophie. Lulu, I like what Lulu has done. I don't think it's ready for prime time yet. Nice big gap up. Here we've pulled back, and the pullback is finding some buyers at this supporting line right in there. What I would like to see is a few more buyers. From a single candle standpoint, that would do it right there. From a double or triple candle standpoint, that might do it right there. Just like that. So, bottom line is, I think I want to be over this dark candle of about 394.15, and that may be my setup for Lulu. AT&T is still acting terrific. Right now, I don't typically chase gaps. A lot of people do. There's nothing wrong with it. But right now, my stop would be yesterday's low, and AT&T is a buy today. Unless it, I say it's a buy today. Unless it does this. And then it's not a buy. If it does something like that, it's not a buy. But where it is now, what it's doing right now, AT&T is a buy. Zion, Still looking for Zion. I like Zion here. I do. That could possibly be a buy for me, even if it stays in that area. Actually, if it breaks out of the 200 period moving average, I'm going to wish that I had bought it because I've talked about it enough. Meta is still looking good. Meta still looks like the target's up here to challenge these highs. Everything is working. So Meta's looking good. Uber's still looking good. We're just consolidating right now, trying to find a way to get through that top right in there. So I think Uber is fabulous. Google, still looking good, still trending. Charts like Google have a good trend like that. It's just trend, pullback trend, pullback trend, pullback trend. Microsoft, there was something I saw about Microsoft that gave me some concern. What is it? What is it? What is it? Where's my 500? Huh. Why isn't it there? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, maybe there's not too much about Microsoft. Although I really don't think Microsoft is that great of a trade right through here. I think if we start to break out maybe, and actually right there, I first was looking over here to the left and I was going to use this low of that candle. Then as my eyes just started going across, I think the body of this candle is going to be better. You get a little few tags here on those. You're close enough here. So I think personally, I mean, Microsoft could be traded here. It's trending. It's doing everything right. I just personally feel over 434.60 here that Microsoft might be a better trade. ABNA. This is one I'm watching. I like that one for a little bit of a pullback. Well, it is pulling back. I guess I'm waiting for a little bit of buying to go on. I don't want to be the first cat buying it. Let's let another cat buy it. And then this cat will get in behind them and start tacking onto that. So when I start to see buyers on ABNA, then I'll probably take a look at that one. And BTU. And we talked about BTU on that gap up. That was looking great. Never got into it. It just nailed the 200 period moving average yesterday and stopped. That's where we are right now. It's too high to be buying now. We need a little bit of a rest here. So, hey, Allie, what do you got there? IOVA for a short trade. Maybe we'll continue down. Maybe, and maybe reverse. If we're going to use like maybes, then, you know, maybe it'll reverse down. Maybe it'll reverse and go up. And maybe they will bring me a cold beer at lunchtime. So let's just take a look at the trade. So here's the trade moving down, clearly moving down. And here's a big move down yesterday and closed up with a wick like that. So what this wick tells me, well, first of all, what yesterday tells me is there was a heck of a lot of sellers in there. Heck of a lot. And then all of a sudden, what happened to those sellers? They either decided to be buyers or the buyers came in and kicked their little butt and told them to get out of town. That's what happened there. Now today, those buyers, whether they're converted buyers from sellers to buyers or whether it's new buyers, they're stepping in there and they're still telling them to stay out of town. So I think the only way I'm going to be short on this is if we see some continued selling. Now, a good setup that might be on here for a short is let it push up and then maybe that short signal there, watch that. That might be something. But I would just, paying attention to the wick down here. That wick means something. So I think we just want to be a little cautious there, okay? Hey, John's got Garmin. Look at Garmin. Holy moly, go Garmin. So, belt hold this morning. Thanks, John. Look how we've gapped down and we're moving up. Now, when the market opens up here, I'm going to turn this real time off. Pre-market time, I guess. And what we're going to have, you're not going to see this. This won't be here. Now, it'll be there on yours if you keep your pre-market time there. I never keep my pre-market on. All you're going to see is that opening right here. So this is good information to have, to know that it came down. The sellers took advantage. Again, the sellers either had a change of heart or the buyers come in and told them to get out of town. Well, that's a nice little belt hold here. Look at that trend we've got going on. Very nice. I think we can come up here and, put something in there like that. That makes all the sense in the world. You've got the 500 period moving average here. So I'm going to venture to say that if we get that breakout, there's nothing wrong with trading it in here. If you get that breakout, I'm gonna go with Garmin goes higher. That's a nice chart. There's the weekly chart. You can see the consolidation here. Look at the weekly candle so far, the Fig Newton chart pattern. I'm going to flag that. Earnings, got a month away. Nice chart. Nice chart. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Let's have some fun today, and good trading to everybody, okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate it.